There is a lot in today's business world that women leaders actually can't control. The hurdles to advancement give us the opportunity to look at the things that we can control, that we can make different choices around, that we can be more purposeful and intentional around, so that we can get more of what we want and engage in our lives in a way that's meaningful and satisfactory to us. First hurdle is around confidence. The question that confidence brings up is, can I do it? We believe at Linkage is that there's another dynamic at play, and it's around worthiness, and it's around how we feel about ourselves and others specifically, and how that impacts our confidence and our ability to show up. So we think about the shift that's here as, we question ourselves and others all the time. What this points to is the work of coaching the inner critic. The second hurdle, ambivalence. If you as a woman leader can't answer the question, what do you want in your life or in your professional life, how on earth is anybody else supposed to help you get there? So what we found in our research is that women are not defining what's next and then pursuing it. So the shift around ambivalence that our research pointed to is around understanding and taking ownership for defining what it is that you want. Branding and presence has been a concept and a competency that we've addressed for years, both with men and women. The question we're asking here is, how am I showing up? Women are very uncomfortable talking about who we are and what we bring to the table. The shift here is moving from a place of other people will sort of take care of this for us to a place of, it's my responsibility to make sure you know what I bring and feel, comfortable saying it. Women think of networking as optional. When it comes to networking, what we heard is, who has the time? And the shift here is to sort of shift out of, thinking of networking as optional to thinking about it as strategic relationship building and taking it very, very seriously and being purposeful and intentional about building relationships and building sponsorship for yourself within your organization. Tremendous hurdle for women is making the ask. And what we found in our research is women are very uncomfortable asking for something that they want if it's perceived as for themselves. Women and men are equally effective in negotiating. When it comes to negotiating for our own behalf, women have a lot to learn, frankly, from men about how to do that skillfully. And there's never going to be an easy time to say, hang on, this is what I need. And these are micro requests and, salary negotiations and job negotiations and life negotiations, right? But asking for help. So the shift for this hurdle is stop thinking about what you need as self-serving requests and ask for what you need and want. Proving our value. Bringing this to light is so essential, and that is our knee-jerk reaction as women to overcompensate, take on more. Some of it's about control, but we are working really hard and we are rowing the boat really fast. And the idea here is we really just want everybody to know that we're adding value, right? Like if we just take on more, then everyone will really get that we're worthy of advancement. This over-rowing the boat, this adding too much value, this needing to get it all done is exhausting for women. And mid-career, we start to think, I don't want to do this hard anymore. And it's right about that moment where we're poised for significant increase of responsibility. And we're tired. And we don't want to do it. And so we opt out. We don't opt out of our companies. We opt out of leading because it just means more fast rowing. So we have to change our paradigm. So the shift here is proving our value to scaling and multiplying our impact. And the only way we're going to do that is to put down the oars a little bit and ask the others to come along and start rowing too. The foundational hurdle is around bias. And the question is bias? What bias? We point to all the bias out there in our environment. We don't think about our own beliefs and assumptions that no longer serve us. If we're going to do it differently, we have to question some of the assumptions about how we've been doing it to date. Things like having to manage our home world and our work world, assuming that whatever people offer us is going to be the right offer. We've been conditioned in some ways, and we've accepted that conditioning. So the shift with bias is not seeing our own part and shifting to owning our own beliefs and assumptions, becoming conscious about them and then owning them.